What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Swirly Games and our first episode of Swirly Plays Noire. How you guys doing today? I hope you guys are excited for this Let's Play, as excited as I am. This game's incredible. If you guys have never played it, it's from Rockstar, people from Grand Theft Auto. It is set in like 1940s Los Angeles, where you are a cop that like moves up in the ranks and you just solve cases. You have to do all the interrogating, you have to do all of the gathering of clues, all this stuff. And it's actually got a really incredible story in this game too, that has a lot of twists in it that I like a lot. And the big thing about this game at the time was that they used this like facial technology. I forget what it's called, but like all of the facial graphics look amazing. Even now still, like this is technically like a slightly up-resed version of the original game that came out in like 2011, I think. Yeah, it was like spring 2011, I think is when this game came out. It's like, it still holds up. Like it looks really good in the face. Like it's still got that weird, like, you can tell it's like a 10-year-old game now, but like the actual movements in the face are great, because you'll ask somebody a question and if they're lying, they'll kind of be like giving you the side eye, or like they won't look at you, but you can kind of tell on their face. You get to read their faces and stuff, and it works pretty well. So I've played this game twice. I played it originally when it came out, a couple years after it came out on the 360, and then just in, what the case says it, 2017 maybe? 2017, 2018? They re-released it for the Xbox One, I'm pretty sure, PS4, and the Switch actually also got it. So I got it on PS4, obviously, and I played through it back then as well, like 2 years ago. And both times I did it, I basically played the game twice through as I did it. I did it on my own to see how I could do, and then I also had the strategy guide / the game facts way back in the day pulled up so I could know all the right answers, because you can miss clues and you can like not answer questions right, and you can actually fail the cases. So hopefully that doesn't happen. I'm not going to do that for this Let's Play. I'm going to do it just off the dome, see how I do. Yeah, I mean, it's been long enough. I definitely don't remember all the different options. Some of the questions are kind of bullshit. Like, it's hard. Like, you basically either think they're telling the truth, you either doubt them, but you don't know what clue you're missing, or you call them out on a lie and you say what piece of evidence means that you know they're lying. Some of that doubt versus lie can be very tricky, and it's kind of frustrating sometimes, but whatever. Enough blabbing for me. I'm super excited to get this game going, so let's just roll into it. I forget what this is going to do. Alright, hopefully it doesn't just load me up, because that'd be bad. Because I technically beat this game on the PlayStation. Tiff and I have an Oculus Rift now, also. I definitely want to get the VR LA Noire stuff. There's 7 cases of it. Oh, wow. Whoa, I have so many saved files. Why? Yeah, 2018, yeah. In March 2018 is when I played through this last, so it's been 2.5 years. I think it's definitely time to get going on it. You know, I won't skip the tutorial cases because it's, like I said, I'm trying to do a full Let's Play. There's a lot of side stuff in this game that I'm going to skip. Like some of the... Oh, here we go.
A city on the verge of greatness.
Those faces.
City based not on the man, but on the automobile. The car. The symbol of freedom and vitality.
Love this game so much.
Where every man can own his own home. And have room to breathe and not be overlooked by his
Cole
neighbors.
Phelps.
A city where a man's home is his castle. A quarter acre of the dream made possible by victory.
I'll have to play around with where my camera's going to be on this. I don't know if I'm going to be blocking stuff. Pretty sure it's a very minimal, like, HUD. Pretty sure.
The city of dreams, where Hollywood will shape the thoughts and desires of the entire planet. A city of pioneers.
Pretty sure it's like your copy, or your copy. This is your partner. God, I couldn't think of the word. Your partner cop talking right now.
A city of dreamers. A city of undercurrents.
Fontaine. He's pretty
Everything is as it
Big
seems.
important character.
A 20th century city that will become a model for the world.
Oh, the suburbs. Big part late
City
game.
that has no boundaries. That will stretch as far as the eye can see.
Love this like jazz noir everything. I love this whole aesthetic so much. All right, so we should be. Here we
In the
go.
Marine Corps, you deal with the chain of command. Mistakes get made, but you deal with them. You know what you're fighting for and that you're on the same team.
With that thumbnail.
But dealing with corruption is like chasing
Potentially.
shadows. You never know whether the guy you're talking to is on the pad, or whether it's your partner, or maybe even the watch commander. So who do you trust, Cole? I made up my mind a long time ago.
KGBL calling car 14 Adam. 14 Adam, come in.
Go ahead, KGPL.
14 Adam, see the detective an ambulance shooting at 6th and Industrial Street. Unit 16 William requests uniformed assistance for an evidence search. 14 Adam, code 2.
Roger, 14 Adam en route.
Oh boy, we get to drive. Very bad at the driving.
Here we go again. They don't request uniforms for an evidence search unless there's some kind of catch.
Ever the optimist.
From the beam of sunshine himself.
Go. There's a lot of driving in between missions in this game. All the coroner guy. The guy just got in the car. He's in there a lot.
You might back up.
Yes, sir.
The guy in the green here is one who was
We
talking
had a
in that
shooting took
intro.
place down
In
this
the back
alleyway.
with the cigar.
We have the Vic, Scooter Payton, a Negro male bagged up and on his way to Central Morgue. Witness says a tall white guy, our shooter, put 2 in the Vic's head and then threw his piece. I need you guys to try and recover the gat.
You want us to look anywhere in particular?
Give it your best shot, guys. The dead guy's a lowlife. I'm not expecting any miracles here.
And if we recover the weapon?
Bag it and return it to technical services.
You hurry it up, Floyd. We
I'm
got
outta
places
here.
to be.
Happy hunting.
Very angry. Alright, so nice little tutorial here we got.
This is a fist hump. Just going through the motions.
You
Probably
walk
right.
around.
Let's just get it over and done.
All right, have it your way. We'll search right up to the back wall. If you still don't come up with anything, come find me and we'll talk it out.
Okay.
2 heads are always better than
There's
one.
like a very distinctive noise that knows you're close to a clue. This music here means you're looking for clues, and there's like a sound effect for when you found all of them
Look at
too.
this junk.
Yeah. That little jingle there. X to, okay, I'm like pushing the buttons all over the place.
It's not my
So not
job
everything
to
is
dig through other people's trash.
anything of note. Yeah, you can spin it and you'll have to look at it like that. Okay, I don't know if I'll do all of these. There's a bottle that's obviously nothing.
What have you got, Phelps? Anything? Jesus. Cole.
So these are like little backstory pieces. Excuse me.
Dr. Fontaine, could I have
I
a
probably
word?
will find
Of
all
course,
these,
young
watch
man.
these if I
I
can.
really enjoyed your lecture, Doctor. Psychiatry seems to have a tremendous amount to offer.
Why, thank you. I'm always happy to receive acknowledgement for my work. The mind is the last great
Move me over
mystery
here.
in medicine. Are you thinking of specializing, Mr.
Sheldon, or Courtney Sheldon. I'm only in second year, Doctor.
Am I not on
They
the bottom of the
fast-tracked me
screen?
a year
Cannot tell.
because of my
Maybe
experience
not.
during the war.
Ah,
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. Battle fatigue and collapse under duress. Can it be helped?
I would say yes, given the right set of circumstances. Trauma.
Still toying with all
forces
the
mind to close
menu
down,
stuff and where I'm at
treat
and all
in
that good
itself.
stuff.
We try to find ways to unlock the mind again through a combination of therapy and drug treatment. Hypnosis and therapy are powerful tools in the right hands, Sheldon.
I've been to visit some of the guys at the VA hospital.
The facial stuff, like I said, they look kind of weird
A good friend of mine,
if you really look too close. But like general, like this was
looks like he's wandering around.
game breaking or like
Yes, Doctor.
breaking of the mold, or you could say at
Give
the
me
time.
his details and I'll make a prognosis. I have a number of clinics in Los Angeles, Courtney Sheldon. And
So
your
the mouths
parents
are kind
and
of
friends help
a little
is
much.
to come and work at one of them in your spare time, with what little spare time a medical student has. Is that a deal?
Is it ever? I can't thank you enough.
I'm not promising a cure, Courtney. I want you to remember that. Every physician has patients that he cannot hope to cure, for whom he can only smooth the path to death.
Oh. There's a lot there. So yeah, there's little newspapers all over the place that give you like extra backstory in the story and stuff like that.
Tell you I'm jinxed. I always get landed with this crap.
Alright. Let's keep looking. But I should probably grab this bottle just in case. Nothing.
We're never gonna find it. It's a waste of time.
My partner's not loving this. Yeah, it's just a lot of digging around. There's obviously some blood on that door back there. Alright. Let's get to that back door. Pretty sure this is where... Normally you gotta look everywhere, but this first one doesn't have a whole lot going on. Wonder what that is. New clue. Blood
Shooter
stain.
put him up against the wall and blew his brains out.
Hell of a way to go.
Doesn't really matter how you go once you're gone.
Don't get all deep on me, Phelps.
Oops, off the window reflection. You can see the guns up on the roof.
Ralph, there's something on the rooftop.
How the hell did you see that?
A reflection in the window. Looks like it might be our weapon. I'm gonna see if I can find a way up there.
All right. Don't hurt yourself.
Don't hurt yourself. Got anything back here?
The gun's up on the roof, right? So we need to find a way up.
I don't know why you keep making me look at these bottles. They're very clearly nothing. Here we go. These are basically like ladders all over the place. Little drain pipes.
What kind of chumps do these homicide guys think we are?
Alright, there it is. Lucky break right there. This is cool. Oh, I could do it on the touchpad. That's cool.
Smith and Wesson.
Spin it enough to get like a serial number.
1893.
Shut up. Of course I found it. Alright, 2 rounds.
2 rounds fired. And instead of dropping it down a drain, our shooter hoists it up here. Interesting guy.
Spinning around. Alright. Now we gotta go to the gun shop, I'm pretty sure.
We should follow up
That
on
music.
this now, before the perp tries to leave town.
Like da 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 da. That thing means you've got it all. Yeah, then you could go here. So any people of interest? Scooter Payton is the Vic. All Caucasian male described by witnesses who are suspect is Detective Floyd Rose, homicide investigator, first on the scene. Then let's see clues. So we've got the blood stains so far. So like say in an interrogation I said someone was lying, I could use a Smith and Wesson and be like, no, we know this is your gun right here or whatever. And like as you discover more information, these clues can either add more clues or add more detail to the clues. And then locations are obviously just places of interest so far.
We have the gun, Cole. Let's take it back to Central. We could get a commendation.
Heck
Show
yeah.
some initiative, Ralph, and see if we can come up with an owner.
That's a long shot, Cole.
It's a pretty fancy gun. You know a local gun store?
Sure. There's a place a couple of blocks from here.
This guy, not a go-getter at all. He's just like, let me put in my time, and we'll just go home. But Cole's like, no. We can
Are you sure about this?
get something out of this.
No harm in doing some digging. The suits didn't seem to give much of a damn.
Such a little Boy Scout, Cole. You can't wait to get out of that uniform, can you?
You'd rather round up drunks and help old ladies across the road?
I'd rather get through the day without the captain's foot up my ass.
It'll be fine.
You better hurry
Ralph.
up, bro.
You worry too much.
So yeah, now locations you could put like a marker on your map to know where you're going. And how do I see the map? So the map is humongous. It's like all of downtown LA. Like all of this you can go to. In vehicles. I'm probably not, like I said, I'm probably not going to mess with those very much. This is Brown Derby. Oh my, like there's so much. I don't remember if more opens up down here. I think this is just it, but I don't know if this is accurate to like LA at all. Never been. But it is at least a monstrously huge city. And there's times... Whoops.
Are you blind?
Yes, I am. Stop it. There's times where you have to drive Very, very far. Also, if you click the left stick, you drive with the sirens, and you can actually see people like pulling over on the sides of the road. But sometimes it's more fun trying to get by without completely destroying your car. So a little behind the scenes, I almost picked Assassin's Creed 2 actually to be the next playthrough for the Let's Plays, but I got the Ezio collection. I got it as just, it turned into just like my own mindless like let's go clear a map type of game, and I didn't think the story of that was very conducive to the type of Let's Plays I want to do, because I don't want to do like videos of me going after collectibles and like clearing side missions and stuff.
Your wages, not mine.
All right, calm down. So that ended up going to the wayside, but the Assassin's Creed games are also like very high up on my list of some of my favorite games. There we go. I was hoping this would count. All right, Central Guns. We sell ammo. Good to know. All right, what do we got?
Officers Phelps and Dunn. Can you tell us anything about this gun?
Smith & Wesson, Model 27, registered Magnum. Chambered for .357, nickel-plated with pearl grips. Same gun used by General Patton.
You're not suggesting he's the owner?
No, I'm not.
You seem to know
obviously.
a lot about the weapon.
I ought to. I sold it. You know, this piece will stop a rhino. These babies are only available special order. Here's my Smith & Wesson order book.
Love moments like
Mind if I
this.
take a look?
Be my guest. This is about something bad, right?
All right, we have to open this
Model
up.
27 with pearl grips, Cole.
Okay.
You see it on there?
So you said 27 nickel with pearl grip. So now you have to like find, like there's a 27 nickel checkered walnut grip. 14, 27. Okay, here we go. 27, 4-inch barrel, polished nickel, pearl grip. If you tap on it,
We're in
POI.
Noire.
So now we know Earl Schroeder.
203 South Glass Street.
Schroeder?
Ordered the gun in February '46.
But yeah,
Thanks, you
so
put a
now
big
we've got
help.
the next clue.
Anytime. Always happy to help out the LAPD.
Thanks, bud. Appreciate you. All right, let's go find this guy.
Do we call it in?
Let's see if he's at home. Owning the gun doesn't prove he pulled the trigger.
Okay. In for a penny, in for a pound. Lead the way, Gunga Den.
There we are. All right. 203 South Glass Street. Oh, other way. Okay, so yeah, now we just gotta go double back a little bit. You can have it go eventually during the main story. You can just set it to auto drive, and usually every time you're in the car, there's some sort of dialogue, and it's just you auto drive to listen to all of the dialogue, and then it's just like quick. You're at the place. There's just like a loading screen, and you're there. Oh boy. These cars drive very weirdly. I also haven't played a driving game.
so
in
hard,
forever.
was it? Just because we're in uniform doesn't mean we can't use our
Yeah,
initiative.
stuff like this will happen.
Guess so. Seems a little too good to
Oh!
be true. One-of-a-kind murder weapon bought locally using a real name. If Schroeder's our shooter, he's no criminal mastermind.
Most of them aren't. That's why they get caught.
Right.
2 out of every 3 crimes are done on impulse.
Another fact from the Phelps Encyclopedia of Thin Air. You really are full of it.
Listen, I'm good at my job. So yeah, if I was doing the quick travel, it would have been automatically driving me slow with like different camera angles. The second he was done talking there, it would just fade to black and load up to where we're going. So I'll honestly probably do that more often than not for the story. Just because, like I said, the driving just takes so long going everywhere. Wrong side of the road, don't mind me. There we go. Up above that. I'm walking here. See a gold doorway. These tutorial things are so good because they just give you a little piece of like everything you run into.
Schroeder, apartment 2.
Okay, go get him. There's one right there. Here's 2.
What do you guys want?
I'm Officer Cole Phelps. This is Officer Dunn, Wilshire Division. You're the owner of a Smith & Wesson Model 27, nickel-plated with pearl grips?
I might be. What of it?
Then you'll be surprised to know that Scooter Payton was murdered tonight. with your gun.
You're out of your mind. Scooter?
Whoa.
He works for me. I have that gun here in my drawer. What the fuck is going on here?
You're under arrest, Schroeder. Cuff him, Ralph.
No way. You're not taking me down for this.
Dunn just gets popped.
You ready, tough guy? Huh?
Get down there. Kick him. Ah! Just crumples. Didn't even get me once. Boom! Fights like a chump.
You all right?
This guy got sucker punched right away.
I hardly felt it. He's lucky he caught me off guard.
Alright, so now we get to search this place.
Keep an eye on him, Ralph. I'm gonna take a look around.
Alright, so the music's back. Rosenbach, Summers, Clayton, Ted Rossi. Floyd Rose, the cop.
List of names and a series of numbers. Floyd Rose's name is in this book.
Uh-oh.
Phelps, we can come out of this all bright and shiny with a commendation. Or stick our schlongs in a hornet's nest. Call it in, partner. And leave the book where you found it.
Officer Phelps.
I love that. It gets into like some, like cops are shady sometimes, especially back in this day. Interesting. Okay, so this is where we get the way back story of Cole. Jack Kelso.
You dumb fucking sons of bitches, get in this line now before I lose my temper.
Excuse me, Sergeant, but...
Excuse me? Fuck you. You say another word and I'll break your fucking head and have you in the brig.
Some of us are here for...
I know why you're here, asswipe.
Huh?
I'm having a bad day, Private. Some people don't seem to want to get on this bus.
Didn't ask for your help.
He didn't ask for your help. Can you believe this guy? Who are you two? Abbott and Costello?
We're here for OCS, Sergeant.
So it's the three fucking stooges and you're here for OCS. God help this fucking country and the USMC. The Japanese will do the world a favor and kill you quickly. All three of you are on report. What are your fucking names?
Phelps.
Kelso.
Merrill.
Any other gentlemen for OCS? OCS is at Elliott. You take the Camp Elliott bus over there. This bus is for MCRD. This bus is for men who want to fight.
Okay. Alright, so getting ready to go to the war back in the day, it looks like. Ooh, armed and dangerous.
Well, you picked the right place, Cole. A city that needed an honest cop like a thirsty man needed water. You'd heard the stories, but you weren't
a thumbnail,
interested.
maybe.
You were here to fight the good fight, solve cases, right wrongs. But the force is like politics. There's no sitting on the fence. You have to choose sides.
Probably gonna cut this one off here, though. Once he's done, I just roll right into the next thing.
It could only ever end.
All units to 211 in progress and shots fired at Westlake Savings and Loan.
Actually, no, these will be all the tutorial ones. This one might be kind of long. The first one's kind of get like that.
We'll take that. It's only a couple blocks from here.
14 Adam calling KGPL. We'll handle the 211.
Roger that, 14 Adam. Be advised, suspects are armed and dangerous.
That's right.
KGPL. 14 Adam en route.
Alright, let's show up. Subdue robbery suspects. Now we get to do some shooting, I'm pretty sure. Get out of the road! Spinning out, yeah! Popping that handbrake.
Make it quick, you guys. The cops are here. We gotta move it.
Whoa! A shootout right here. Nice X to open the trunk. This got some GTA like auto aim stuff to it.
Try for the front door. Keep your goddamn head down. Use the cover, Phelps. We don't know.
R2 sprints.
Take it slow. Backup will be here soon.
LAPD, put down your weapons. The bank is surrounded. I'm offering you a chance.
Boom. Get lit up. Oh, that's not good. Reload that bad boy.
Stay down.
I'm getting lit up right now.
We got them all? I think we got them, Cole. Should be all clear.
All right. That might be the whole mission
says
for that one.
anytime you reach for the shotguns, you're either going to end up dead or wearing a citation. So I guess
It's okay, Ralph. You did well in there. I'm glad you had my back. Man couldn't ask for a better partner.
Except when he was being a little bitch earlier when we got in that fight. Got knocked right out. Another cutscene.
This kind of opportunity comes along once in a lifetime, Hank. I have to grasp it.
You have to survive it first, Cole. Here are the veterans. The Japs love to shoot officers.
If I can make a name for myself in this war, my future...
Thinking of taking on a company of the Emperor's finest single-handed? You don't seem the Sergeant York type to me.
When I need your opinion, Kelso, I'll ask for it.
They talk about officers like you in boot camp, Cole. They call it the Custer syndrome. Guys who go around dreaming of fame and glory and getting all of their men killed in the process.
Our duty is to lead, Kelso.
And their duty is to die for your wonderful future?
Not exactly the best of friends there, Kelso and Phelps. How many more we got here?
Cole Phelps and Jack
Warrant's
Kelso.
outstanding.
With some people, it's as simple as
Obviously, I'm only going to be able to use one of these.
two
But
guys who should have been friends, but their personalities got in the way. Phelps, a good guy, wound way too tight. And Kelso, a quiet man who could never walk away from a fight.
Well, it's a shame you don't like to talk about it, Cole.
Ralph, friends who want to stay friends don't discuss religion or politics. In my case, you can add the war to that.
I know that bum. Wendell Bowers. I put him away before. He jumped parole. Get after him, Phelps. I'll head him off in the car.
this is your guy. Why do I got to chase him
Wendell
down?
Bowers! Stop! LAPD! You can go screw yourself.
There's a couple of these moments that are kind of annoying. You don't have to press anything to do that. I thought there's like a
Bowers! Hold it
mashing
right
of
there.
a button, I thought.
Stop now or I will shoot.
I won't tell you again, Wendell.
Jesus, Dunn! Watch your fire!
Just lighten them up.
Get down from there right now.
Yeah, he's not listening
Give
to
it
you,
up,
bud.
Wendell!
Stay the hell away from me.
So if you get too close, he'll kick you. I do remember that.
You gotta be kidding!
You fucking asked for it.
You fucking asked for it. Go.
There's no way I'm going back inside.
He's getting so much farther ahead of me.
I've done my time.
It's over, Bowers!
You assholes already screwed me once.
Is this the one where he doesn't have anywhere else to go, hopefully?
Give it up, Bowers! There's nowhere left to go!
Ooh. Clothesline.
We've got the place to ourselves.
I'll bop you too, bro. Ooh, give me that headbutt. Bam! Sit down, son.
How you doing, Wendell? You parole?
All these tutorial missions just bop, bop, bop.
He's got
Knocking
a
him
hole
out.
in his life for an asshole like you.
Huh.
You can make it up to him in 10 years' time. Watch your head. This hump will be back in the Iron Hotel by tomorrow night. Nice work, Cole. You run track in high school?
Got any more of these bad boys?
Part of the tradition of the Marine Corps and being an officer in the Marine Corps is the ability to make tough decisions. The right decision is not always the popular one. The right decision will get the men you care about killed. These ratings and your ability to give them frankly and truthfully directly affect your chances of successfully becoming a Marine officer. Candidate Phelps, you have the floor. Esprit de Corps, Merrill, 10. Franklin, 8. Weiss, 8. Donahoe, 6. Kowalski, 6. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 2. Leadership, Donahoe, 8. Franklin, 7. Merrill, 6. Kowalski, 6. Weiss, 5. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 1. Candidate Kelso.
I'm sorry, Captain, but I joined the Marine Corps to fight the enemy, not get involved in this schoolboy chicken shit.
Kelso, in my office now.
Kelso just wants to be a good soldier. Phelps, he likes leading people. I beware. How many of these bad boys we got? I'm not messing with the thumbnail again on this one.
For every cop, there's the case that makes you. Gives you that leg up. Gets you recognized.
This will by far
as a
probably be
shining
the
new
longest
star in
one
the squad.
of the
case that you
series.
solved that shows that you have the gumption, the gung-ho, the get up and go to make you stand out from your average rank-and-file patrolman. This could be the one, Cole.
Excuse me, I'm burping. Sorry about that. Uh-oh. Gun down right here.
LAPD, could you stand clear of the body, please? Has anyone called an ambulance?
We've called an ambulance and the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
Whoa.
Okay, stand further back and move along. It's your choice, but make it quick, people.
Hey, Cole. You got here quick.
My beat crosses 7th Street.
Okay. You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up.
Those dicks.
I'll be with you in a moment.
All right, so let's check
Broad
the guy.
daylight.
There's a lot of stuff like
Crowded
this.
street. Now I've seen everything.
Everybody stay back. Let us do our job.
So normally you don't get to know what all you have to look at. Oh, the slight sounds of like moving somebody's body. Ugh. See what we got in his sleeves or his pockets. Bank of Arcadia. Payments made to a P. Martin. Galagaria. Layaway. Purchase I paid for in
C.
full.
Galetta. Layaway receipt. Pearl earrings. Made out to Bank of Arcadia.
Layaway $50. That's a lot back in the day. All right. So apparently he bought some pearl earrings. It might be something to do with what's going on here. So anything going on here? All right.
All right. Yes, it's a dead person.
Yes, we know he's dead. Fine. Oh, trash can. Trash cans are good places. Oh, that's a gun.
FM
Brownings.
Browning. Serial number 01138. Might need to run it by a gun store.
There we go.
Eagleton's gun store's a couple blocks from here.
Any POIs in here?
Can I help you, sir?
I'm Officer Phelps,
There we go.
miss. I'm here about the shooting.
This is our first interrogation.
Did you know the victim?
He was my boss, Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Everett.
And you are?
Galleta.
Okay.
Clovis Galleta.
Maybe I might need to go down here. Maybe a bottom right sort of game. Give that a try. Just because the POI stuff will pop up right above where my head was before. All right. Shoe store clerk, so he witnessed her boss. All right,
You think you
eyewitness
could tell
account.
me exactly what happened, miss?
I look around the shops at lunch.
This is very important to pay attention to
I
what
was
her
in a
face looks
store
like.
when
What she's
Mr.
saying.
Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
Yeah. When they start looking around like that, it always messes with me. So this one tells you for sure, like, she's looking around like, I don't know what's going on. You have intuition points where you can, like, get rid of stuff, too. I'm messed up right now.
You're lying, Miss Coletta. You know what happened and
I
why.
said triangle to
You're
Q,
going
so I
to
think this
tell me.
one,
There's nothing
that's what I
to
need
tell.
to know.
I've done nothing wrong. How can you prove different?
The layaway voucher is what it was.
Your pearl earrings, Miss
Music,
Coletta.
interview music
You've been
indicates
paying for
correct
them
and
for a
incorrect
whole
responses.
year.
It
Stop
can
lying
change.
and tell me what happened at the jewelry store.
Oh, God. I won't lose the earrings, will I?
You could lose your freedom, you little fool, if you don't
Little
stop
fool.
obstructing a murder investigation.
Mr. Kalu. Edgar Kalu. He runs the jewelry store. He's showing me a lovely watch. Mr. Gage bursts in. Mr. Kalu gets very angry with Mr. Gage, and they start yelling at each other. Mr. Gage tells me that all of the things in the store are junk, nickel-plated, made in Japan, and yells at me to get back to work.
Then what happened?
We get back here, and I hear a loud bang. Mr. Gage clutches at his back. I hear another bang, and another, and another. Mr. Gage falls to his knees. It looked very painful.
Yeah, getting shot multiple times feels pretty painful, I would think. Possible murder suspect.
Which jewelry store?
Hartfield's. Broadway, between 5th and 6th.
Did you see the person who shot Mr. Gage?
Of course I did. Mr. Kalu looked very angry. He kept firing the gun. He kept pulling the trigger. He threw the gun in a bin and turned and walked away.
I think the witness is lying, but lack proof. Choose bad cop. A square to act as bad cop. So she's like not looking you dead in the eye, but she's not like as blatant about it. There's like slight differences like that to make it so hard to tell the difference.
You're making me angry, Miss Coletta. Is that what you want? Tell me why Mr. Kalu shot Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage hates Jews. A lot of people do.
Boy.
It's not my fault if he has nice things.
Oh God. Religious motive. Alright, details of the shooting.
How many shots did you hear, Miss Coletta?
It's difficult to remember. It sounded like there were so many.
I'm gonna do really
so
badly
loud.
this game, just letting you guys know. I think they're sincere, so she just looks genuinely sad. But even then, like I said, she still looks to the sides. It makes it hard. Good cop.
I need you to concentrate, Miss Coletta. Even minor details can become important later on.
Well, there was one
It's
thing,
never like this where it's like, oh, three
then
options,
another.
one of each. Like, no.
and then three very quickly.
Sometimes they always tell the
close
truth.
together.
Sometimes you doubt them every time. Sometimes they lie every time.
5.
Thank you for your help.
All right,
ma'am.
3 out of 3.
Been
Not
very
bad.
brave. We'll need you to
Learning
make a formal
experience raises your
statement
rank
about
and
what
unlocks
happened.
rewards. Intuition can
Does that
break
mean I can still
cases
collect
by
my-
enhancing your investigation and
my-
interrogation skills.
Never mind. Yes, officer, I'll make a statement.
So yeah, intuition points kind of like eliminate answers and stuff like that to make it a little easier on you.
We have the murder weapon.
And the murderer. The girl saw it all. Our killer works at a jewelry store called Hartfield.
That's a couple of blocks from here.
Thinking what I'm thinking?
Tate, maintain the perimeter.
What's the other item I need? I feel like there should be like a bullet. Oh, that was a gold light. Oh, I might have to turn that off. I say there should be bullets on the ground.
Shell casings. These look like 32s.
Okay. Alright, we can move on. Perfect. Okay. Now let's hop in the car. Get to this gun shop. See, now like there's times where you get you have like options of where you want to go first. Let's go check on his gun first.
God damn it, Cole!
Eagleson's right there. All right. Let's check this gun out. See if we match it to that dude's name.
Officers, what can I do you for?
Officers Phelps and Dunn, sir, Wilshire Division. We need you to trace a serial number.
Sure. What's the make and model?
FN Browning, model 1922. The serial number is 01138.
You don't say. Well, I didn't sell it. Europeans love them, but it's pretty rare you find one over here. Although I did have one in here a couple of weeks back.
Remember the owner?
Yeah. Kalu. Edgar
Yep.
Kalu was his name. Thing looked like he'd never been fired, but he brought it in here for cleaning anyway. Then he bought a box of cartridges and he left.
Do you know where we can find Mr. Kalu?
Told me he was on his lunch break. Said he worked at Hartfield's jewelry store just up on Broadway.
Thanks for your help.
All right, so that just confirms more of what we knew. And he serviced the murder weapon. Okay. Hopefully these ones I can get 5-star case ratings on. Like I said, depending on how well you do. You can flat out fail them if you don't get a booking. Or you could just not do as well with it. The bush shoes is where I just was. How is there still stuff to do there? I don't know. Let's get going. There's also a trophy for like driving every single type of car. 0 chance in hell. No way that ever happens. Okay, so here's the jewelry store. Get ready for a throwdown in here.
Officer, can I interest you in a new watch?
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Oh, he's booking it.
Go, Cole, go!
Son of a bitch. All right, time to chase him down.
Kalu, get back here!
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Stop or I will
I love doing that. He's shot up into the building, really.
Edgar Kalu, you're under arrest for the murder of Everett Gage.
Book him, Dano. That big old smile.
The case that makes you, and the case that breaks you. The one you never solve. The one that keeps you awake at night. The case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your marriage. The case that keeps you propping up a bar as you relive the what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leads, and the half-truths. The case that other cops murmur about whenever you walk past.
Oh, there's like the
case you never,
lieutenant or whatever.
Discuss.
Captain.
God's mill may grind slowly, but it grinds finely, son. I hear it's you who nabbed our malefactor from the shooting yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Then tell me, Boyle.
Boyle.
I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative. How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
You're asking me to conduct the interview, sir?
I am, young Phelps. You've only been with us a short time and you've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from. But I'm curious as to whether you can turn your hand to interrogation. Taste a certain animal cunning, lad. Do you think you might be ready for that?
Yes, sir. I think I am.
Good man. You need many things for a conviction, young Phelps. A motive, opportunity, hard evidence, and best of all, a confession. If you fail in the former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain the latter. How are you feeling, lad?
Fine, sir.
Very good. The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil. Bring me a confession, young Phelps. This is your chance. Don't fail me.
Let's get him. First official case-ending interrogation.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
All right, here we go. Big moment here. Okay. So yeah, I can always look at the evidence to know what I've got to work with. Evidence key to discrediting false statements and finding the truth. So we've got 7 options here. We know he's dead. We found the layaway voucher for pearl earrings. Accusing with incorrect evidence will hurt your credibility and make the witness more uncooperative. Yeah. You can always look up at them, see what they got going on. Argument with Gage.
You followed Everett Gage and the girl back to the shoe store. You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
Careful use of intuition can lead to breakthroughs in interviews and interrogations. So he said it had nothing to do with him, but I want to say it's the teller positively identified him as the guy. So I'm pretty sure he's lying. I'm going to say he's accusing him of lying.
You shot Gage, and we know why. We can put you at the scene.
You can't prove anything.
See, stuff like that, you never know what the angle they're going to go with the question on. Where was it? Suspect positively identified.
We know
Boom.
all about the argument. Miss Galetta made a statement.
That's right.
You're
Ha-ha!
betting on the girl? You think her testimony is going to stand up in court?
You're going to the gas chamber, Edgar.
That Jew-hating fuck couldn't leave me alone. I had a sale. That girl was ready to buy.
Whoa. Okay, so now we're going to hit him up with the religious motive.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Fisher's lying again. Possible religious motive. Possible, yeah. Accusing him again.
Lying, Kalu. I think you lent Gage money, and he owed you payment.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Lent him money. This isn't going well. Oh, no, this is not going well. What did that? That didn't have his name on it, though. Fuck. I think I screwed this up. Shit.
I'm done with you. Go flap your gums somewhere else.
Damn it.
I want my lawyer. I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
Oh, I made a schmuck of myself, all right. Damn it, I gotta do it again.
You disappoint me, Cole Phelps.
Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy! I need a confession!
Oh, damn. Fuck, it's probably gonna be more questions now, and not replaying the same ones. Unless it's, I want to see my lawyer.
Has my lawyer arrived
Okay,
yet? I want
I'll
to see
skip
my
ahead
lawyer.
to the second question again.
Lawyer can't.
All right, so lying made it out like there was money involved. Like that's the only thing. Saying like you think you know what the lie would like go towards, but then they like the question the game once if it is in fact a lie is not even close. So he definitely wasn't telling the truth. So we're just going to have to say doubt because
Let's change the
there was nothing else
You fasting
there
for Yom
to
Kippur,
like, go
Mr.
off of, I
Cullen?
think.
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about
Fucker.
baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, so let's just bad cop this one. Okay, there we go.
Left-wing leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen to your drivel?
You call me that? You sit there and you call me those names, you goddamn goy putt snatcher? You and that stup Gage!
Why did you do it, Mr. Kalu?
Gage. He's in the Chamber of Commerce. He's in with all those momsers. He blocked every proposal I ever put forward. Kike this and kike that. He's been trying to ruin my business for years.
Edgar Kalu, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder.
Got
of
him.
Edward Gage.
Got it in one.
I respect your beliefs and your
Yep.
right to hold them. I hope for your sake the jury can commute to murder in the second degree. May God have mercy on you, sir.
Masterfully done, Officer Phelps. It is just, Officer Phelps. Isn't it, lad?
Yes, sir.
Then let me have a word with the Chief of Police, young Phelps. The department needs heroes. A shining, honest face the public can admire. I applaud a man with your talent for unwavering justice. Back to your duties for now, Boyle.
Oh,
Here's
yeah.
a piece of advice. Get yourself 2 suits, get them pressed. You'll be needing them.
Hell yeah. Alright, that's it for the tutorials then. We're actually made it up to detective now. So it shouldn't roll right into the next thing yet, hopefully. Yes, okay, perfect. Passed. Patrol complete. Actors have earned you a promotion. Prepare for the reassignment. So yeah, basically there's just sections where you go up different departments in the police force. That's how the game goes. Yep. Rolling to the next one already. Alright guys, we're gonna cut this one off here, but I'm gonna keep going in my recording at least. But we're gonna end this first video here. This probably be the longest one, I would imagine. So I think going forward, I'm going to keep each one to 1 case per video, so they're going to be nice and short. But we got all the tutorial stuff out of the way, so I mean, I did a really good job of showing what all of the gameplay is going to be comprised of pieces and parts of what we just did. There's chasing after guys, there's driving places, there's shooting bad guys, there's questioning people, there's searching for clues, there's the final interrogations, all sorts of stuff like that. And then the stuff gets really, really cool that we end up doing. So I said we'll see in the next video what department we just got bumped up to, but a little hint for it would be the lowest level of cop you can imagine, as far as like homicide, arson, all those departments, whatever like the lowest one you think it might be. That's where we're going to start off in this next video. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Please share, like, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter @SwirlyGames. Listen to my dad. And I'll see you in the next video.